Good evening, everybody, and we are in Sun Prairie this evening, where your Waterloo Cardinals are taking on the Sun Prairie White team. Waterloo comes into this matchup 10-0 on the season, undefeated, in first place in league play. And Sun Prairie White comes in with a 1-10 record. Due up first for Waterloo, Gavin, Mason, and Jake. Top of the first inning. Hazy overcast day today with air quality alert with the Canadian wildfires. Opening pitch to Gavin behind his head, ball one. And we are underway. 81 degrees at game time. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. And just over the glove of the third baseman, and Gavin will take first. Misplay by the left fielder, and Gavin is moving into second. Just in time. So runner in scoring position for Mason. And that is high, gets away from the catcher. Gavin will take third on the pass ball. So Waterloo, 90 feet from scoring their first run. Two-0. And there's a solid single up the middle. And Gavin will come home and score. Mason with a single and an RBI. And Waterloo up 1-0. Jake stands in now with Mason on first. And that is high, and Mason has that base stolen with a head first slide. And Jake sees one he likes, but that is fouled over the Sun Prairie dugout. And the count is even, 1-1 strike. Ooh. Foul ball. Oh, Jake behind 1-2. And fouled that one back. And out of play. Into a backyard. Don't know if that gate is awful covered in weeds. Maybe they're going to be able to go get that. So we'll do it again at 1-2. And Jake drives that into the gap in right center. Mason will round third. He will score. Jake digging for two. And he's in there with a stand-up double. So nobody out yet in the top of the first. And in steps Trey. Ball high to Trey. And throw back to second, and Jake just back in time. And Trey finds one to drive into center. Caught out there for the first out. In steps Wyatt with one down. Waterloo up 2-0 here in the top of the first. Jake still on second. Outside a ball. And fouled out of play. 1-1. And Wyatt finds one to drive right past first. And Wyatt digging for second. He will be in there with a head-first slide. Jake trots home. And Waterloo up 3-0. In steps Tucker. Outside to Tucker. Ball one. And that's in and over the plate. Even now with a ball and a strike. Ooh, Tucker swings through that pitch. Tucker behind 1-2. And Tucker pops that one up. And that will be out of play right over my head. Do it again at 1-2. Ooh, low and outside. Chick with a good secondary lead out there, but retreats back to second. Ooh, high. Actually, that's Wyatt on second. I'm sorry. Full count to Tucker with first base open, and Dylan waits on deck. And that is high and inside. Tucker with a walk. So runners on first and second with 1 out. Dillon showing bunt. And throws back to second. And Wyatt is back in time. And over Dillon's head, throw down to third. And Wyatt is caught stealing. So Tucker's still on first. And he gets back in time and off the fence. Tucker will take second on the throwing error. It catches the outside corner to Dillon. 0-1. And Dillon over the left fielder's head. Tucker will trot in. And Dillon into second with a double. That's the fourth run of the inning, and Ryan stands in now. Fourth double of the inning for Waterloo. And chopper to third. Third baseman has that, not at first. And the side is retired. But Waterloo scores 4, and they lead it 4-0. We'll set you the defense for you when we come back. I believe it will be Avery on the mound. And I can see Jake has his pitcher's gear on, or catcher's gear on, so Jake will be starting catching. Yeah. Everybody else trying to figure out their positions. Avery a little wild with his first two. I don't know what he's trying to do. Looks like he's trying to throw more with his arm on the outside than he's used to. That's better. He's normally an over-the-top delivery, and looked like those first two were more of a three-quarters throw. I think you ought to abandon that pitch already. Limit those, Jake. So we'll set the defense for you. As I said, Avery on the mound, Jake behind the plate. Dillon at first, Mason at second, Gavin at short, Jacob at third. Left to right is Wyatt. Trey and Ryan. No, Manuel's in left. I'm sorry. Bottom of the first. First pitch. Waterloo up 4-0. And Avery throws that one just a little bit high. Ball one. That's in there for a strike. Outside corner. Even at a ball and a strike. High with the curve. 2-1. And that's on the outside corner. 2-2. And that is a chopper back to Avery. Plenty of time. Over to Dillon for the first out. Avery's first pitch. Curveball swung on and into the left center gap. That is going to roll to the wall. And got to hit the cut man, and he's going for third. And he's in there with a triple. Hitter sat back and waited for that curveball and drove it out into left center. And Avery throws that one high back to the fence, but not far enough to advance the runner. 1-0. And that is high. 2-0. Just inside. 3-0. There's a pitch. Pink that outside corner. 3-1. And that is popped up. Who's got it? Looks like Mason's going to call it. He will take it for the second out. Two outs. And a runner on third. Outside a ball. There's that outside corner of Avery's. Fourth time he's hit that today. 1-1. And another one. 1-2. And low, back to the fence. Coming! Nope. So 2-2. And swings through that one, strike 3. So Sun Prairie stands a runner on third. So through 1 inning of play, Waterloo 4. And Sun Prairie nothing. Do it for Waterloo, Avery, Jacob, and Emmanuel. One more warm-up toss. So let's see if Avery can help his own cause here. Stands in. Opening pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. I think he wanted that one. And swings through that one, 0-2. Ooh, curveball, nice curveball, just misses. 1-2. And Avery pokes the bat out and cut out there for the first out. So fouls out to the first baseman. And in steps Jacob. And Jacob takes one and puts that into center. And Jacob will get a double on this. He is digging for third. And Jacob will be in there sliding with a triple. And outside, and kind of trickling its way around the fence here, but Jacob will hold at third. And E-Man with a foul. Even at a ball and a strike. And Emmanuel will foul that over the Sun Prairie dugout. And he's behind 1-2. And Emmanuel swings through that curveball. So 2 outs. And Jacob on third. And Sawyer will stand in. And he holds up, and Jacob is coming home. And Jacob will be safe. Kind of a short fence here between the catcher umpire area and the back fence. About the same as this last weekend for this group. I didn't know if that was going to be far enough away to try to even score. And Sawyer with a grounder under the shortstop's glove into left. And Sawyer with a single. And back to the top of the order in Gavin, who doubled his first time up. Doubled in score, I should say. Two-step lead over that first for Sawyer, and he is back with a head first lean. And back again. And coming home, that's high to Gavin. Ball 1. And outside. 2-0. And Sawyer is off at the... Nope. Sawyer holds. And 3-0 now to Gavin. That hits the outside corner. 3-1. And Sawyer with a lot of attention over there at first. And that is high. Ball 4. Outside Mason. And strike 1. That's outside corner 1 and 2. And Mason waits back on that curveball. And that is a grounder to short unassisted. And that will retire the side. But Waterloo Plate's won. And through an inning and a half, they lead it 5-0. Due up for Sun Prairie will be 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Jake will need to get his catcher's gear on as he was in the on-deck circle. And Jake's ready to go. Looks like he's got Ryan's catcher's gear on, maybe. All right. First pitch swung on, not swung on. Left alone, drops in there for a strike. And that is high and inside, 1-1. And that's right in there. 1-2. And strike three. There's. I think that was the knuckler. So one down. Just outside and high, ball one. And inside, misses. 2-0. Three and 0 to second 3-0 count that Avery has had today. Was able to get the first one on a pop out on a 3-1 count. And that's a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. And that's on the outside corner. 3-2. And that is low off the umpire's mask. So first walk of the game for Avery. Two-step lead by the runner on first. And throws over to Dylan. Runner back in plenty of time. Two and a half step lead over there this time. And wild pitch will advance the runner to second. And that is fouled into the net. Even at 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. 2-1. And that is fouled. And will Dillon get there? He will. Catches that in foul territory for the second out. Right in front of the Sun Prairie bench. And 2 down. Two down in the bottom of the second. What are the leads? On the outside corner, there it is. Strike one. And swings through that one, 0-2. And swings on that one, and it's a drop third strike. They need to complete the play to first. And that ends the inning, so no further damage after the walk that Avery issued through 2 innings of play. Waterloo 5, Sun Prairie nothing. Do it for Waterloo. 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Jake, Trey, and Wyatt. And that's in there for a strike. Jake down, 0-1. One and one now. Jake with a double and a run scored his first time up in the first inning. Just low. 2-1. High. 3-1. Ooh, inside Jake. And Jake will walk. Brings up Trey, who flew out to center his first time. Back to Jake, and he's back in time. And back to first again. He's back in time. And back again. And Trey with a shot into center field. That's going to get past the center fielder. Rolling to the fence. Trey on his way to second. Jake around third. He will score. And a standing triple for Trey. And Wyatt pops that one foul. And another foul out of play. And Trey back to third. And Wyatt waits back on that curveball, but still fouled. And ball's outside, back to the fence. Trey stays at third. Nobody out here in the top of the third. Waterloo up 6-0. And Wyatt swings through that for the first out of the inning. And Tucker walked his first time and scored on the double by Dillon. There's one on the outside corner, strike one. And Tucker skies that one to the pitcher's calling it, and he's got it. So 2 down in the bottom of the third. Dillon with an RBI double in the first inning. He's stranded at third. Tucker takes over for Trey at third, assuming that means Trey will be catching next half inning. And Dillon threw that one, strike one. And that is swung on and missed. High and inside, Dillon behind 0-2. And pops that up to short. Going to cover that, and that is the third out of the inning. So after a walk and a triple, Waterloo goes 1-2-3 with a plate one through 2.5. Waterloo 6. And Sun Prairie, nothing. Avery back on the mound for inning number 3. And pops that one up. Mason will have that and calls everybody off. One pitch, one out in the bottom of the third. And that is low. Ball one. And that's on the outside corner. 1-1. And swing and a miss. 1-2. And swings through that one. Fourth strikeout of the game for Avery. I believe this is back to the Casey. Top of the order. Inside a ball. That is outside 2-0. Outside strike. 2-1. Low. 3-1. And that is a grounder to second. And past Mason. Throws it and retires him. So 1-2-3 inning for Avery. And through three, Waterloo maintains their 6-0 lead. Due up for Waterloo, Ryan, Avery, and Jacob.
Ryan, Avery, Jacob, Eman, Sawyer.
So Ryan stands in now. And calls that one back into the fence in front of me. And behind 0-1. And Ryan swings through that. He's ahead. He's behind 0-2. And there's a curveball outside. And that is outside. Good stop by the Sun Prairie catcher. 2-2. And that is inside. Oh, it did hit him. So Ryan on first with nobody down here in the top of the fourth. Avery stands in. And Avery chaps that. Avery saying it hit his foot. And he didn't run. But the ump finally did call it. Here behind 0-1. Outside corner 0-2. And that is in there, strike looking. So first out of the inning. And Jacob stands in, who tripled and scored in a wild pitch his first time up. And Jacob fouls that one over the Sun Prairie dugout. And he's behind 0-1. That's high. 1-1. And Jacob with a shot out to left. That's over the left fielder's head. That will one-hop the fence. And Ryan on his way to third. He will be held there. And Jacob with a double. So second and third with one out. And Emmanuel stands in. And Emmanuel with a shot out to center. Caught out there. And Ryan will tag and score. That's outside. 1-0. Sawyer can't pull the trigger on that. 1-1. And that's a strike in the outside corner. Sawyer offered. He's down to the count. 1-2. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Waterloo up 7-0. And that is high. Missed with a curve. 2-2. And held up. 3-2. Full count. And Sawyer fouls that off over the Sun Prairie dugout. And we'll do it again at 3-2. And that is outside a ball. Jacob will move up to third. So back to the top of the order. First and third. And Gavin steps in. 1 for 1 with a walk and a double. Sawyer heading to second. And he will be in without a throw. So runners on second and third for Gavin. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Inside corner, 1-1. Outside a ball, 2-1. Oh, big swing and a miss. 2-2. And Gavin gets a piece of it, stays alive. Outside a ball. Full count. First base open. Mason waits on deck. And Gavin follows that one out of play. And we'll reset with another 3-2 count. And with a grounder under the shortstop's glove, Jacob is in. Sawyer will be held at third. But another RBI. Outside corner, strike. And he's gone and popped that one up straight in the air. Pitcher's gonna call it, and F1, and the side is retired. But Waterloo plates 2 more, and through 3.5, it is 8-0. Avery back to pitch on the mound for his 4th inning of work. Avery getting a little advice here. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Number 2 hitter is the one that laced that triple into left center on a 3-1 count. All right, Back to live action. And that is over his head. Ball one. Outside corner, 1-1. And swing and a miss. 1-2. He's ahead. And that's outside. 2-2. And that is a grounder past third. And he's digging for second. And he will be in there standing. So second hit given up by Avery. And that is to the same player. Nobody down in the bottom of the fourth. Sun Prairie with a runner on second. And they lead it 8-0. High, ball one. And that could be fouled. Foul ball. Count is even at a ball and a strike. And that is a shot to center. And Tucker misplays it. And a run will score. So back-to-back hits. And a run for Sun Prairie. 8-1. Nobody out. Runner on first. Dylan over to hold the runner on. And he's off with the pitch. Strike. And stole the base. And that is a shot out to center. Tucker camping under that one. He'll have that for the first out of the inning. And that's way outside. Wild pitch headed to third. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And another swing and a miss. 1-2. And that's a strike looking. Second out of the inning. Fifth strikeout for Avery on the day. And that's in there for a strike. And that is fouled into the tennis courts. Tennis going on over there. 8 courts over there, and about 5 are in use. And that's lays back on that one, gets a piece of it, stays alive. 0-2. And waits back on that one, and Jacob will grab that and on to first. He is out. So, Sun Prairie plates a run. And through 4 innings of work, it is 8-1, 2 up for Waterloo. Jake, Trey, and Wyatt. And ball outside to Jake to start the 5th inning. Waterloo leading 8-1. 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. And Jake finds one to drive into the right center gap. He is on second, and he will keep going there. And throw is on to third, up the line, and Jake will have a triple. Ball low, good stop by the catcher. Ball low, 2-0. And a throw over to third. Jake back in time, not being held on. Third baseman a couple steps off of third, guarding the line. And that is low. Good stop by the catcher again. 3-0 to Trey. And that is a strike. 3-1. That is low. Trey will walk. And Wyatt stands in, who is 0 for 2. We'll have a quick mound visit. Infielders will all come in. Wyatt's 1 for 2, I'm sorry. He had a double in the first inning. And Trey off with the pitch. In there without a throw. 1-0 to Wyatt. Two and 0 to Wyatt. And Wyatt puts that into right center. That will fall. And Jake comes home. And Trey will stay at third. Wyatt's second RBI of the day. And hot shot over the third baseman's head on a one hop. And Trey slides in safe, head first. Another run scores. Waterloo up 10-1. And Dylan will stand in. So first and second with nobody out. Inside a ball to Dylan. Chance for a big inning here for Waterloo. And Dylan swings through that one. 1-1. Strike two, 1-2.
Short up, put in play, right? Two on you. Put in play.
That is low. 2-2. Outside, 3-2. And Dylan keeps alive and fouls that one over my head. And we'll do it again at 3-2. And Dylan swings through that one for the first out. And Ryan's up with runners on first and second. Outside corner, a strike. And Ryan with a tapper outside of third. That will be foul. He's in a hole, 0-2. And Ryan goes down swinging. Second out of the inning, back-to-back Ks. And Avery stands in. 0 for 2 today. Ball outside. And Avery with a grounder back to pitcher. On to first for the third out. Oh, Waterloo plates two more, and through 4.5, they lead it 10-1. So close the book on Avery. Sawyer will come in to pitch. Trey still behind the plate. So Jake will be in center this half inning. Ryan in right and Emmanuel in left. So sitting the bench is Wyatt. Wyatt, Avery, and Tucker. Sawyer's first pitch is low and outside, ball one. And that is fouled into the tennis courts. 1-1. And swinging foul tip. Sawyer ahead, 1-2. And that is fouled on straight over my head. And we'll do it again at 1-2. And stays alive. Getting a piece of it the last 3-4 times. 4 times, actually, I think. Situations like that, the advantage usually goes to the hitter. And that is fouled over the dugout. Dylan will run out of room. Two and two. Three and two. And stays alive. And that is outside. So, opening batter walk. And that is swung on and missed. Strike one. That's fouled off. 0-2 now. And fouled in front of the Sun Prairie dugout. And that's behind his head. 1-2. Lone outside and heading for second, and he is out. Caught stealing. So got him down, and count will be 2-2. Whoa, behind his head, 3-2. And that is a grounder outside of third. Foul. And grounder to short this time. Gavin, that is late. And up the line. Infield single, we'll record that as. Coaching visit the mound real quick, maybe? Or going to check on Gavin at short. Okay. Guess he's all right. Two-step lead over there by the runner at first. And he will hold. First pitch is popped up to Dylan, and he will throw on to first. But Mason not able to catch that. So 2 outs. Almost a chance at a double play there. Dylan catches that just on the grass at first and heads up by Mason to try to cover the bag. I think even if Mason would have caught that, he would have been safe. Yeah, snap throw down to first. And he's back with a head first slide. So 1-0. Inside corner, 1-1. Off of the pitch. Trey comes up firing, and he'll be in there safe with a stolen base. So 2-1 with a runner on second. That's in there, 2-2. High and tight, 3-2. And that is low. Second walk of the inning for Sawyer. Top of the order. And ball high. And that is swung on and fouled. 1-1. And a throw back to second. Back in time. Swung on and missed. 1-2. And that is a pop-up to shallow center, caught by Gavin out there to retire the side. Prairie does not score. And we are headed to the top of the sixth with Waterloo with a 10-1 lead. Jacob, Emmanuel, and Sawyer will be up first in this sixth inning. Waterloo leading 10-1.
All right, here we go.
Jacob ready to stand in to start the sixth. And inside a ball. That is low, 2-0. Jacob with a double and a triple today, and 2 runs scored. That's on the inside corner. 2-1. Ooh, big curveball there, 2-2. Lone outside, 3-2. And low. Jacob walks. On for his third time today. And Emmanuel will stand in with the runner on first. And Emmanuel swings through that curveball behind 0-1. And Emmanuel swings through that outside pitch, 0-2.
Confidence, Emmanuel. You can do it, bud.
Back to first. And Emmanuel will ground out to throw on to hit the shortstop and force out at second. Jacob is out. Emmanuel will be on first via the fielder's choice. Sawyer with a shot out to center. Center fielder coming in and will make the catch. Throw on over to first, and Jacob or Manuel's doubled off at first. So, first inning that Waterloo fails to score. And through 5.5. Waterloo maintains their 10-1 lead. Sawyer will be on the mound for his second inning of work. Avery takes over at first for Dylan. Gavin moves to second. Mason to short. Wyatt will be in left. Tucker in center. And I haven't seen anybody hit it out to right field yet. And Emmanuel will move to right field. Oh, Sawyer's got to face 2, 3, and 4 hitters here in the lineup. Number 2 hitter out of the 4 hits that Sun Prairie's had today. This person hitter is 2 for 2, all high. Inside, 2-0. That's in there, 2-1. And that is a shot out to left. And that ground rule double. So runner on second. And that is fouled into the fence. Sawyer ahead, 0-1. And he's off with the pitch. Throw it on to third. And he's in there with a stolen base. One and one, the count on the batter. That is high. Good catch. 2-1. And that is a shot foul. 2-2. Turned on that one and put that maybe into the tennis courts again. And that is outside the ball, coming on home halfway, and he's not. Full count at 3-2 now. And that is a shot out to left. And just over Mason's glove, falls into short left field. And Sun Prairie plates another run. It is now 10-2 with nobody out still here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner on first. And swings through that outside pitch. 0-1. He's off at the pitch. And grounder to past Mason at short into center. Fourth hit given up by Sawyer in 1+ inning. Looks like we're going to have a coaching visit to the mound. And wonder if he will be pulling the ball from him. He will. Dylan will come into pitch, and Sawyer will head to the bench. And Sawyer responsible for the runner on first. Actually, Sawyer responsible for the runners on first and second. All right, Dylan is ready. And outside a ball. Outside another ball, 2-0. And no throw to second. Throw to first. Almost. Just back in time. Coming home high, 3-0. And that is behind. Ball 4, bases are loaded, and nobody out still in the bottom of the sixth. And first opening pitch drops in for a strike. Let's see if Dylan can find it here now. He's got a strike. He's ahead on this batter. And there's the second pitch outside. Nice stop by Trey, 1-1. And that is a chopper foul. Dylan ahead, 1-2. Jacob holding the runner on third. Avery playing in front of the runner at first. And that just misses 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. Nice pitch by Dylan. So first out of the inning. Bases still loaded. And that is low. Comes back to the fence. And coming home. And he is safe. Both runners move up 90 feet. That run charged to Sawyer. Ten to 3 now. That's just outside. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. That's strike, 3-1. And there's a little chopper to and throwing the ball around. Runner will score from third. Runner will score from second. And it is now a 10-5 game. Dylan would have been best to probably hold that. Runner didn't go anywhere from first. But at least we probably could have held the runner at third. So still one down. And that is outside of ball. And throw to first. Runner's back. That's in the inside corner. And that is foul out of play. 0-2. That's high ball, 1-2. There it is. Foul. Possibly playable. Just falls foul. About 5 feet from the from going out of play. Wyatt could not catch up with that one. Tying his shoe down there in foul territory. And throw it to first. Just to let him know he's thinking about him. Only about a step and a half lead over there at first. Coming home. And that is a grounder to third. On to second for the force. Apparently safe at second. Okay. So runners on first and second now. And that is behind the runner. Coming down to third. Throws down to third. And runners will be on second and third. Okay, Dylan will stay in the game. Possibly just a pep talk to just tell him to keep throwing strikes. He's got defense behind him. That's what I would say. But I'm not a coach. And there it is. Swing on and miss. Strike one. Just a bit outside. Ooh, that's outside. 2-2 now. Ball low. Good stop by Trey. Behind the plate. Full count now.
Want this guy, Dylan. Here we go. Number 9 hitter. Let's go after him. Go.
And that is just ball 4. So second walk of the inning. And coming out will be Dylan. So Jake will come in to pitch now to hopefully finish this off. Well, we've made it interesting here in the bottom of the 6th. That is for sure. Sun Prairie with 4 in the inning. And bases are loaded with only 1 down.
All right, Jake. Come on, defense. Knock it down.
Jake on the pitch. Ball is low. And that is a grounder to third. Coming home. Oh, wow. Jacob had the option there to maybe step on third and fire to first, but decided to come home. It was low. And foul ball. So 10-6 now. Tying run at the plate. And that is a chopper to third. And throws on to first. And there's a second out. Played a run. So 10-8. 10-7, excuse me. And that is a shot into left center. One run is in. Another run is in. And fire on to third to keep him at second. Ten to 9. Sun Prairie has scored 8 in their half of inning number 6. And that's a foul into the dugout. And that is a pop-up. Who wants it? Gavin's going to call it, and we'll put it away for the final out. But Sun Prairie made it interesting with scoring 8 in their half of inning number 6. Waterloo with a squeaker pulls it out 10 to 9. We'll be back tomorrow night when we take on Stoughton in Stoughton at 6 o'clock. Once again, Waterloo holds on 10 to 9.